Hello everybody watching the Haunt channel, and today I got a package in the mail, and this is what I'm going to call a mystery unboxing because there are two items in here. There's one main one I do want to focus on, but there's two in here, and I'll explain the story as I open it. I already pre-cut it, so we don't have to waste time on that. But yeah, you'll have to see it once I open it. Now, there's a lot of bubble wrap, and it looks like they included a little thank you note, so yeah, that's awesome. It's always nice when sellers add a note. Sweet. Now, yep, these are of course two Halloween items. Let's see what we have in here. Alright, I see the main one, but the second one is... Alright, I'm gonna go with the least important one first. So this is a Psycho costume by Rubies, of the mother. This is not screen accurate to like the actual outfit uses. And the reason why I got this is for a custom prop I'm making for this year's haunt. It is, I'm not making anything Psycho related, but I did need the costume, and you will see that in the future when, you know, my haunt is set up. And I will be posting on my Instagram as well. When I start building these customs, you've probably already seen a few things on there by now, but yep, I just needed the costume for it, so you'll see. And this is a rare Rubies costume, officially licensed by Psycho, as you can see, a great classic film, but I'm not making anything Psycho related. I just needed the costume specifically for my haunt, even though it has nothing to do with the movie. And this outfit is kind of hard to find because a lot of people like to overprice it, and because it's licensed and it's really rare. And Spirit, among other retailers, like Spirit Online sold it along with other retailers back then. I don't know when this one officially came out. It still has the original price tag. This is the extra large side, which actually will be good for my custom I'm making with this. And you'll see it has the wig. I don't know if this is used, but it's all right. It has the wig in there. I don't need the wig, I just need the actual costume, but like I said, that is for the future, for a custom. But yeah, I got this for a really good price. So I got these two items off Mercari. I was, you know, because I'm making a few customs, I need to get stuff. So I found this for around $27. And I was like, oh, that's a great price considering, you know, a lot of people like to sell this for a little prices. Like, I'm not even joking, there's like one for like 200 bucks on eBay right now. Yeah, I think they lowered it, but still, it's pretty high, which is ridiculous, even though it's a costume, but nice to have that. But when I was searching on their profile, like, because I like to see what other people are selling, so I found this, and then I decided to see, you know, that it said more from the seller. There's a bunch of old Spirit costumes and stuff, and just old costumes in general. And that will bring us to the next item, but before I do that, they actually did include something else. This is the knife they had. Now, I think it looks like that knife, although the knife isn't included. It's just supposed to be the wig and the costume. But they had this knife, and I think it plays Psycho music. This is a Paper Magic Loop knife, you can see, from 2000. I don't doesn't have batteries, but I think it probably plays like Psycho music or some sort of audio, as you can see, but no batteries. I know Morbid made a Psycho knife at one point, but this is obviously way before then. But yeah, so it came with a knife, which is really awesome. But this is not the main thing, this is just included. So they shipped the both items I got together because I did find something else. And I'm about to reveal that right now because this one is a lot more special than this one. So if you remove all the bubble wrap, you can see something in this bag. And I have personally, I'm not going to show what it is quite yet, but well, in a second I will. Let me just get all this bubble wrap out of the way. It's all taped in. So, I've seen one of these in person because it was actually, someone brought it to Flagship when I went. But I didn't get to see it too up close. But this is an item I've been looking for a long time now, like years. It is a mask, because I am a mask collector. But this is a mask I've been wanting for so long, and this person had it because they had a bunch of old Spirit costumes. Like, and it's been listed for a few weeks. I'm like, I'm so surprised that no one got this. And it was for 45 bucks, which, you know, if these, like, these will sell out fast when you find them, but I don't think anyone found them, luckily. So I was able to get this amazing item. And it was, like I said, 45 bucks, but I'd asked for a bundle deal, so they did 60 on all of this. So this is really good. Especially this is worth it. I'm so happy I finally have one of these in my collection. I just need to find out how I put them back. Alright. And try to, I only have one hand to hold the camera. Alright, I think I got it. Try. There we go. So, it looks like a bag or something, but this is a hood. Alright, I'm going to do it in 3, 2, 1. It is the legendary Jack the Reaper mask from Old Spirit in the early 2000s, like 2006, 2007 era, I want to say this came out. Roughly then. But yeah, this is by Dawn Post Studios, which, I mean, who hasn't heard of Dawn Post, really? The most famous mask company. They had a big impact in this community, but this is incredible. I actually have one of these now. It has like a plastic eye and plastic teeth, and it's like a foam-filled latex. And I think it looks like that you could move the mouth, but I don't think you can. Now, Spirit back then, you know, because they used to, this is, I know, Dawn Post is obviously out of business. They went out in 2012. But back then, you know, Spirit would buy from a lot of different companies, including like a lot of mask retailers back then. And they didn't really necessarily have a, like, sure, they like buy a lot of, like, you know, they've had their masks that they buy for each year, but they also bought like random things from the expo. So like, I know like there's some like random Morbid masks that not every location get. So, you know, Spirit was a whole different time back then. And they had this whole line by Dawn Post called the Foam Faces. This one was included. The Mr. Steroid mask, I have it. I just, I would have it. It's kind of buried right now, but if I did have access, I'd show it. But I'm sure you guys know it's the one that looks like Wacky Mole, and then a bunch of like random faces that were like foam creatures. Like I think there's like a Reaper and some like a monkey and some like random faces, but they're called the Foam Faces because it's all foam-filled latex with like a black cloth. And yep, this was the Jack the Reaper one, like Spirit exclusive, obviously. But and you know, this is like the first actual like Jack the Reaper item we got back then. Of course now, you know, because Spirit's a whole different thing, they're all about Jack the Reaper stuff. Like, you know, they made like figures and I don't know, all sorts of other stuff, and they've even included him in several of the themes, like basically all the themes now. But back then it was just this mask, and there might have been I think there was a costume that might have went with it at one point. I think you buy the mask separately, but I think there was a costume. There was like, I think there was hands on a rope, but you can actually see it being used in the in some of the old theme videos. Not like the old, but like 2019, for example. Someone was wearing this in the video where it had all the props, and he was like, Jack was controlling the wheel, and it was someone in a costume. So they used this mask. Now, yeah, this is just awesome. I might make a more in-depth review of it, but because this whole thing by itself makes it, you know, it just deserves the whole thing by itself. But I can't believe I actually have one of these. And Jack the Reaper's look has obviously differed throughout the years. You can, you know, you can tell this is Jack the Reaper by the one eye. Now, I think that they call this like Big Eye Reaper or something. They didn't officially brand it as Jack the Reaper because I looked on the Wayback Machine. It wasn't called Jack the Reaper, but you can just tell it's Jack the Reaper, obviously. The look from Jack the Reaper from back then to now is varied, but you know, you can if you look at it, you can just tell because he has the one eye and it's just a Grim Reaper smiling face with the black hood. So yeah, it's really awesome, and it doesn't look like he has any dry rotting, so that's a thumbs up. But yeah, really awesome items, especially this one. I was like, because, you know, I found this one, and I want to go see what other things there's because they had Old Spirit costumes, like I mentioned. Like, holy crap, this is a good deal. It's been up for a few weeks. Has no one got this? I immediately jumped on it. But yeah, I might make a video, we'll see, separate about him. I know I already talked about him a bunch, but that was this mystery unboxing. So really proud about these items. I'll post, you know, you'll see what this costume ends up being. Some of you guys already know, but yeah, and then we got him too, which is amazing. So yeah, great. I'm glad the seller was able to negotiate something, shipped it all together, worked out a deal, and had all these awesome items. But yeah, and that's all I gotta say. Just incredible. I'm really happy to have this now. So I'll see you guys next time.